You are chilling out like the villain, unbothered, unmoved, and unshaken, while others are stressed out and scrambling to get things done. There are forces that are beyond your knowledge that are striving to disrupt the sacred serenity that you have cultivated, yet they are unable to affect your sensation. The universe has designated you for greatness, and those who wish to see you fail are hearing the cosmic alarm bells. Those who wish to see you fail are being warned. They are aware of it. They are terrified of it. The serene manner that you maintain infuriates those individuals who are eagerly anticipating your collapse. Without a doubt, your energy that is not disturbed is light that has been weaponized. You are able to maintain your equilibrium even while those around you are furiously scrambling and engulfed by turmoil. This is the manifestation of divine force in the shape of a human being. The universe has chosen you to carry out this specific duty, which is to demonstrate an equilibrium that cannot be shaken. As storms rage, your adversaries grow exactly because you refuse to engage with lesser vibrations. This is the reason why your enemies are multiplying. Because of your growing power, their efforts to break through your fortress of tranquility will become more intense. This examination is required by the international law. The ability to stay unaffected by the attempts of manipulation made by those operating from shadow realms is beyond the comprehension of those individuals. Every time you make the decision to prioritize tranquility over chaos, you engage heavenly defense mechanisms that have been specifically built to accommodate your energy profile. Ever since before your physical birth into this plane, these protecting forces have been waiting for your command to activate them. As cosmic sentinels, they are standing guard at the entrance to your inner realm, ready to take action. You will cause the spiritual realms to shake if you do not allow yourself to be lured into emotional conflict. Your unruffled smile in the face of blatant provocations causes shockwaves to go through a number of different dimensions. You have the ability to remain completely still while others exhaust themselves trying to interrupt your frequency. This is the power that you possess without having to move a finger. Constant assaults are being made on your mind, which is considered to be holy ground. There are times when the thoughts that are striving to enter your consciousness are not necessarily your own. It is important to acknowledge the following reality. Entities that are afraid of your awakening will persistently launch thought missiles that are aimed to disrupt your mental fortress. A significant portion of the cosmic battleground is located in the region that is located between your ears. If you are able to master this realm, the external world will bend to accommodate the frequency of your controlling. A simple act of retaining mental sovereignty is all it takes for external forces to realize the threat that you offer. When unwanted thoughts come into your head, it is important to figure out where they came from. These invaders of your mind frequently carry the energy signature of persons who are seeking to obtain nourishment from your heavenly light. For their psychological vampirism to be successful, it is necessary for you to be emotionally engaged. Refuse to give them your satisfaction. The filtration of your thoughts is the most important spiritual discipline you can practice. Closely watching is the entire universe. What kinds of thoughts are you going to cultivate with your attention? Which of the following will you allow to establish a foothold in the rich soil of your consciousness? In order to govern the manifestation of reality, the cosmic architects constructed your mind to serve as the control panel. Protect it in the appropriate manner. The ancient spiritual technologies of concentration and attention were bestowed upon you specifically for the purpose of accomplishing this. It is the most advanced form of spiritual warfare that you are able to perform when you are able to divert mental energy towards something which serves your highest progress. Those individuals who are still asleep are utterly oblivious to these mental battlegrounds, which are the places where your wins are achieved in silence. Keep your eyes open, in the hope that you will become another consumer. These merchants of sorrow who sell their emotional commodities surround you with their presence. Their very survival is dependent on successfully recruiting other people into a state of continual discontent and unhappiness within themselves. Recall them at this moment. As the cosmic reality becomes more apparent, it becomes clear that those who are continually complaining have secretly formed agreements with forces from lower dimensions. It is their responsibility to bring you down from your elevated frequency, which is the primary instruction that they have been given. Conversing with others in a group setting frequently contains intricate spiritual traps. The creation of powerful vortexes that are meant to trap wandering consciousness occurs when several beings bring their complaints into synchrony with one another. If you engage in these energy funnels without the appropriate protection, they have the potential to quickly deplete your spiritual reserves. Keep your guard up. The jealousy that is directed toward your natural abilities can take on a variety of forms. Sometimes it manifests itself as a friendly concern, such as, "I am just worried about you." Other times, it disguises itself as helpful advice, such as, "You should be more realistic." Recognize these statements as energetic fishing hooks that are baited specifically to catch your unique frequency. You have been endowed by the universe with the ability to possess discernment, which enables you to recognize these spiritual imitators. This is the time to master divine detachment, and it is now possible. Using this technology to create adequate distance does not increase the likelihood of confrontation. Rather, it requires you to use your energy with surgical precision. When they are confronted with provocations, those who are spiritually immature react immediately, thereby transferring their authority. You have graduated from a higher level than this primary school. Your reaction is not a result of triggered reactivity, but rather of wisdom that is rooted within you. The difference in the cosmos that exists between these two approaches will determine which reality timeline you subsequently encounter. Having this essential distinction in mind is essential. Divine detachment is never synonymous with apathy. As an alternative, it reveals that you have spiritual sovereignty over your emotional sphere. This sophisticated viewpoint is entirely beyond the comprehension of lower beings. Despite the fact that they are under psychic attack, they see your calm detachment as a sign of weakness. They fail to recognize the extraordinary power that is required to sustain this position. You are here for a reason. If you feel the call, answer it. Click join to unlock exclusive content, deep insights, and a powerful community. This isn't just a membership, it's an awakening. Step into your divine purpose. Join the chosen. These divine arts were mastered by the greatest spiritual warriors throughout history, who were able to safeguard their calm without having to provide a never-ending stream of explanations to others who lacked the capacity to comprehend the cosmic intelligences that were witnessing their trip. Your decision to deny the invitation to justify your decisions to individuals who would never understand your objective should be celebrated in silence each time you decline the invitation. Allow your outcomes to shut down those who have doubts. While lower beings waste valuable life force protecting their potential, you have the ability to divert that energy into developing physical evidence of your skills. The physical reality was intentionally built by the cosmic architects to serve as the ultimate testing ground for spiritual force. The proof that is collecting in your external world gives unequivocal validation that cannot be argued away by people who have doubts about the procedures that you use. While they are displaying manifestations, they are demanding explanations from you. Your rationale is being requested, yet you are merely pointing to the things that you have created. This exemplifies the highest level of spiritual development that one can achieve. The universe maintains accurate records of its energy activity. In the cosmic ledger, every statement that casts doubt on your capabilities is recorded and recorded. When your accomplishments directly defy these limits, a tremendous amount of spiritual momentum is transferred from their energetic account to yours in an instant. There is a manifestation of cosmic justice. As you make a conscious decision to advance beyond limiting perceptions, the spiritual technologies that are embedded inside your DNA are waiting to be activated. It is necessary for you to make a conscious decision in order for these latent codes to initiate themselves. Cultural programming, familial expectations, educational indoctrination, and religious dogma are all examples of limiting beliefs that were implanted in your awareness without your informed consent. The belief software that these systems uploaded on your computer is designed to restrict your spiritual capacities. Running these antiquated programs is no longer an option at this point in time. Every concept that underpins your sense of reality needs to be subjected to a thorough examination. Does this belief improve your capacity for creation, or does it constrain it? What kind of impact does this viewpoint have on your spiritual development? Does it help or hinder it? You are required to provide a rationale for each and every belief that you hold, or else they will be removed from your consciousness immediately. At the most fundamental level, this is a representation of spiritual home cleaning going on. When a person rejects beliefs that are no longer serving their best expression, the universe immediately responds by recalibration. It just takes a few seconds for quantum reality fields to reorganize themselves after you make the decision to perceive them via different belief glasses. For the sake of accommodating your spiritual development, the cosmic architects constructed the physical reality with this meticulous degree of flexibility. Before incarnating into this dimension, you accepted a number of fundamental missions, and one of those goals was to restructure your belief system. You made a commitment to serve as a living example for others, demonstrating the possibility of going through a complete shift of beliefs. The successful installation of new belief systems that are more beneficial to your evolution results in the creation of energy pathways that others may choose to follow. One cannot stress the importance of this cosmic service. You must be extremely dedicated in order to protect your intuitive powers. These spiritual technologies were tuned precisely for your unique energy signature before you were born. They serve as your personal navigation system through the complex landscapes that reality has to offer. Because of the great power it possesses, the connection to your inner knowledge is very vulnerable and needs to be protected. This link will be attempted to be severed by those who are working from a lower level of consciousness through the use of skepticism, derision, and logical arguments that are aimed to override your intuitive conviction. Take quick action to reject these attacks. Blessed by His grace, click Super Thank You and give $20 to spread His light. Your gift plants seeds that grow His kingdom. Be the blessing. On the other hand, difficulty is a hidden opportunity that is dressed up in a plausible costume. Those who respond to problems with an immediate and strong opposition fail to recognize the opportunities for growth that are carefully wrapped within the very experiences that they choose to reject. Your awakened perspective is able to see through these layers of concealment. The presence of opposition to your route is a cosmic validation that you are heading in the exact direction that you should be moving. According to universal rules, significant expansion must be met with countermeasures of commensurate resistance. It is important to acknowledge that any obstacles, delays, or seeming setbacks that you experience are spiritual signposts that affirm your alignment rather than indicating that you are heading in the wrong way. Submit yourself to the divine timing. When it comes to your life journey, the cosmic intelligence that is orchestrating it functions according to perfect universal time that goes beyond your limited human perception of chronology. Within these divine time processes, resistance is created by the application of force. When you make an effort to push outcomes before they are absolutely ready, you unintentionally cause the delays that you are trying to avoid. Automatic slowing protocols are spiritual defenses that keep you from manifesting experiences before the appropriate components have assembled in your reality field. The universe responds to force by implementing these protocols automatically. There is a mathematical certainty that anxiety-based actions will yield anxiety-based outcomes. Infusing your creations with the same energetic signature is what happens when you go forward, largely propelled by fear over the possibility of unfavorable outcomes. From that point on, the universe will reflect this frequency back to you. Take quick action to break this cycle. Patience is more than just the act of waiting. It is an active alignment with cosmic time systems that are beyond the comprehension of humans. Your displayed patience sends a message to the universe that you have faith in the unfolding of events to be flawless. Because of this confidence, acceleration procedures are activated, which frequently give the intended results more quickly than could have been accomplished by the use of force. Be sure to carry oneself with unwavering self-assurance. You are able to unleash the royal energy that is contained inside your spiritual DNA when you embody peaceful confidence that does not require affirmation from outside sources. This is the unique energy signature that is associated with genuine spiritual grandeur. Genuine power never makes its presence known through loud announcements or demands for recognition, which is a paradox that only a select few people are able to master. There is no need for vocal declarations or defensive posturing when it comes to authentic spiritual power because it all communicates through presence alone. A completely awakened consciousness is characterized by the coexistence of humility and sovereignty. Both those who are observing your journey and those who are not observing it will find that your balanced embodiment of humble confidence conveys a great deal of information. You didn't stumble here by accident. You were led. If something in your spirit is stirring, don't ignore it. Tap Join to access exclusive content, prophetic insights, and a community of purpose-driven souls. This isn't just a membership, it's your moment of alignment. Step into who you were born to be. Welcome to the Chosen. There was a fundamental characteristic shared by the spiritual royalty that was incarnated throughout the course of human history. These individuals traveled through reality with a calm certainty while still keeping a grounded connection to practical things. They did not hover in a state of deluded spiritual superiority, nor were they mired in thick materialism. Rather, they traveled the path of embodied knowledge, which is the middle path. For the purpose of achieving mastery in this life, your soul chose this particular equilibrium. Become aware of the cosmic game that is being played out through your everyday experiences. The universal intelligence devised particular tasks that were precisely calibrated to your spiritual skills, and it never sent you tests that were beyond your ability to alter them. When you are in the unbothered state, you are in the most powerful position in the game. You are able to command manifestation energies with a level of precision that is impossible to achieve while you are in states of worry, desperation, or attachment, thanks to this concentrated frequency. Instead of responding most powerfully to emotional intensity, the cosmic game masters created these universal systems to respond most powerfully to quiet certainty. Within the context of this cosmic game, your adversaries frequently assume the identity of allies, people who profess to be able to shield you from disappointment by ensuring that you have reasonable expectations, are frequently acting as unconsciously limiting agents that restrict your growth. They may appear to be beneficial in defining boundaries, but in reality, they are actually constructing energetic ceilings above your possibilities of manifestation. Refute these restrictions and rules. If you have proved that you have mastered the game, the difficulty of the stages will increase accordingly. There are no advanced challenges that the universe will ever waste on beginners. Recognize that the challenges you face are cosmic acknowledgements of your expanding talents, rather than punishments or bad luck. This will help you overcome the more difficult challenges you face. A select few individuals are able to achieve the ultimate level of detachment from outcomes while simultaneously keeping crystal clear aim. Using this cutting-edge spiritual technology, it is possible to simultaneously hold specific wants while in complete surrender to the manner in which and the timing of the manifestation of these desires. Both attachment desperation and hazy passivity are the two extremes that the majority of people fall into. In order to travel this path, you will need to thread the needle between these two extremes with a high level of precision. Accept the holy duty that has been given to you. The elevated consciousness that you have gained comes with the responsibility of maintaining these higher frequencies despite the fact that you are constantly being invited to drop into lower vibrations. There are still many people who are unaware of the reality about the cosmos. The maintenance of your frequency on a constant basis serves functions that go well beyond your own personal development. By maintaining heightened vibrations, you are able to build energy gates that allow higher dimensional frequencies to enter collective experience. When you refuse to interact with drama, confusion, and negativity, you are physically changing the frequency of the world via your approach of unbotheredness. You demonstrate possibilities that were previously thought to be mystical by people who are still holding on to their reactive mindset. Your everyday life serves as a powerful example that communicates more effectively than any sermon, lecture, or teaching could ever bring about. The direction from the old spiritual tradition has not changed. Become the embodiment of what it is that you aspire to achieve. The way in which you make use of your awakened awareness is something that the universal intellect is watching with great interest. The question is whether you will employ these powers solely for your own benefit, or whether you will acknowledge the wider service that your consciousness provides to the collective field. When you reach this decision point, the cosmic doors that are open to you next are determined. Your sacred obligation extends well beyond the basic commitment to maintaining a positive frame of mind. In order to embody the greatest possible vibration that is accessible to you, regardless of the external conditions, it is necessary to make choices on a moment-to-moment basis. This exemplifies the highest level of spiritual warriorship there is, which is the ability to remain unmoved even when the world around you appears to be working against your centered position. When you successfully complete this cosmic mission, the cosmos rejoices in your accomplishment. Last but not least, the instruction that takes precedence over all others is to be utterly unbothered while completing everything. Within the realm of spiritual mastery, this paradoxical situation exemplifies the highest possible form. When it comes to the physics of the universe, they are extremely precise. If you combine your unwavering self-assurance with a crystal-clear goal, you will trigger manifestation technologies that are beyond the knowledge of humans. These ancient systems are able to instantaneously recognize your energetic signature, and they prioritize your creation directives depending on the frequency stability that you have proven. Those individuals who are striving to disrupt your tranquility do so precisely because they are unaware of the strength that you already possess. Their own internal guiding systems see your frequency as transformative, which causes their ego protection mechanisms to activate. These mechanisms are designed to keep awakened consciousness trapped within themselves. Their attacks are a form of inverted acknowledgement of the fact that you possess spiritual power. You have been chosen by the universal intelligence to participate in this particular demonstration, which will demonstrate what is still possible when consciousness refuses to plunge into chaos, despite the fact that there are an infinite number of grounds for doing so. The quantum ripples that are caused by your consistent example will have an effect on a great number of people who will never know your name, but will stand to profit from the energetic pathways that you construct. Continue to be unaffected. Continue to create with a calm and confident assurance. Allow your outcomes to put those who have doubts to rest. Create testimonies out of the difficulties you face. Your intuitive insight should be protected. Always remember to set suitable boundaries. While maintaining your grounding, embody the consciousness of royalty. I have complete faith in the divine timetable. The cosmic game is still being played out through the encounters you have on a daily basis. Your relaxed stance is a representation of both your highest level of protection and your most powerful creative position available to you. Because the universe is on your side, it will match your peaceful conviction with assistance for manifestation that is beyond anything that could ever be accomplished through frenzied trying. You are acting like the antagonist, maintaining an air of complete composure while achieving something that other people would regard to be impossible. The cosmic signature, spiritual technology, and divine task that you have been given at this specific moment in the evolution of humanity are all represented by this. Now is the moment to act. It has been decided to issue the cosmic directive. Your spirit has consented to carry out this mission. There is a ready supply of global assistance that is prepared to match your unwavering assurance with the power of manifestation that is beyond the imagination of humans. Continue to be unaffected. You must do everything. The cosmos is waiting for you to give it.